This is the real hustle.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back to This is the Real Hustle podcast. I'm your host, Tanika. Well, today is actually not a whole podcast, it's a vibe check. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, welcome. And today is not a regular episode, it's just a vibe check. And what a vibe check is you checking in with yourself to see what am I feeling like today, or what have I been feeling this past week, so that way you can really connect with you, figure it out, and move on, or just let God do his thing and be cool. But you always got to check in with yourself so you can make sure you're okay. Because you know what? I've noticed that people forget about themselves by trying to make sure everybody else is okay. And we be suffering the whole time. We pouring from an empty cup. No wonder why we parched. Because it ain't nothing in there. We giving everything to everybody. The last little drop we done gave to somebody else. And we wonder why we just, I'm parched. Y'all listen, I do crack myself up. I'm just saying. I can laugh all day long by myself. Ooh, y'all, sorry, I got gum in my mouth. That's probably not okay. So, we're going to do that just like that. See? I'm a real person. And this is the real hustle. Okay? Yes, I just spit my gum out. I did. But it's okay. We here. We vibing. We vibing to the vibe check. I wish I could play music in the back because I'll be in the smoke like, yeah, pop, yeah. You don't get to see all that right now, though. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into this vibe check. Okay, so I seen a video today, and it was about I'll be the villain in this story. I'm going to pop the video up here so you can see it.
Sometimes it's okay to be the villain in the made-up story that these people got going on in their mind. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm okay. I'm okay that in your story, I'm the villain. Because you the clown in mine. A whole clown.
I'm sure you watched it. And it's not just about Virgos, right? I put that on there because that's how I saw it. However, I know everybody is not a Virgo, but Virgo is the best sign, and we could just leave that there. Agree to disagree. It's okay. Have your reservations about Virgos, but I'm just saying we're the best sign. And we just, or, you know, if you look at it, we are the angelic symbol of, you know, y'all gotta come to us. We healers. Anyway, all right, moving right along. So, like I was saying, I'll be the villain in this story. So, what I'll say is, what I took from the video is like, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, at this point in my life, I'm at peace with it. Yep. Whatever you say, I did it. I don't care. I'll be the mean person. I'll be the person who always got an attitude. I'll be whatever you say that I am. I can care less. I can care less for the simple fact that I know who I am. I'm done people pleasing. I'm done trying to make sure that you cool. I'm done forgetting about myself. I'm done with all of those things. And if that means I got to be the villain, if that means you feel like I'm acting funny, then, oh, well, that's on you. I don't even care no more at this point, because who I need to look out for before anything else is Tanika. And y'all, I'm going to say that to you too. Who you need to look out for is you first. Yes, you have your children. You may have a man or whatever, woman, however that goes. However, you cannot forget about you in the process, because that's how we get lost. We get so wrapped up into being mothers, into being friends, daughters, or sons, or whatever. We get wrapped up into everything else, and then we forget about us. We put us on the back burner. It's like, no, we ain't doing that no more. So in the process of doing that and healing and just moving forward in life, people get upset because they feel like, who she thinks she is, or who he think he is. He acting funny because he ain't saying nothing. She acting funny because she ain't saying nothing, or she don't do the things that she used to do no more. It's just like, I'm just growing. But if you mad about it, then, oh, well, I'll take it. I'm not explaining myself this season and moving forward. I'm not explaining myself to nobody. It is what it is. You can think what you want to think. The people who know me know. And the thing is, the people who don't, I don't really care anyway. I really don't care either way. Now, if I hurt you, that's something totally different. I most definitely would take accountability for that, and we'll have a conversation and create healthy boundaries. And I know the best thing to do is, okay, I apologize. However, apology is just one part of it. It's changed behavior that needs to come after the apology, because apology is just apology, like sorry is just sorry, if you don't change the behavior behind it that caused the person to feel the way they feel, or and vice versa. You know what I mean? So People need to change their behaviors. They need to literally show you that they are like committed to, all right, I ain't never gonna do this again to you. That's just like repenting and then turn around doing it again. Now God will forgive you. So we do need to be forgiven and give each other grace. However, don't forget about you and stand up for yourself. Period. So I have wrote some stuff down. Y'all know how I am. I be trying to write down. I ain't got my cue cards today, but it's okay. We winning. We are winning. Okay, so basically, like I was saying, this week's vibe check is I'll be the villain then, because I don't care. It's like for years, like people pleasing and playing nice and biting my tongue and all of the things, I just realized the only person that I really was hurting was me. I'm protecting everybody else and making sure everybody else is cool, but Tanika was the one that's actually suffering. Like, I didn't care about not speaking up when it came to certain people because I'm like, I love them. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I need to do to make sure that they cool, even if that's sacrificing my own happiness, my own joy, my own peace, I'm going to do that for them because I love them that much. And I'll protect them that much if that means putting my own life on the line or my freedom. I was doing that. However, I never had nobody to do that for me in return. And not saying that I'm doing it tit for tat. However, anybody will want to feel the love or whatever reciprocated, of course. So why am I the only one being drained? Why am I the only one that's stepping up, doing whatever and protecting and loving and caring and giving all of me, and I can't get the same thing back? Ain't that some stuff? Y'all gonna be tired. I be tired. Like, I don't have time for all of that. So moving forward, I just feel like it is what it is. I'll be the villain. If that's what y'all feel like I am, then I'll take it, because I'm not people pleasing. I'm not doing any of those things anymore. So my hustle is taking accountability for my actions, but also letting you do you, letting you think what you want to think. The hustle is, yep, I'm the villain, and I'll take it. Even if it ain't true, I don't care. I ain't about to over-explain. I ain't about to overdo any of the things. I'm not even going to explain anything at all. You can think what you want to think, and that is just that. I don't care no more. And now I'm going to speak up for myself, and I think that speaking up for myself don't mean that I'm angry. Speaking up for myself don't mean that I'm mad. Speaking up for myself don't mean that it's no love lost. It's just saying that, hey, you can't do me like that no more. I'm literally not taking it. And I'm doing my best, I have to be honest, to work on emotional intelligence. So that means I feel what I feel, I process it, and I respond versus reacting. So that way I know that what I'm saying is what I mean, and I'm not just reacting out of anger. I'm responding because this is exactly what I mean. I mean what I said. So if you feel upset about what I said, that's on you. That's something that you got to figure out. If you want to have a conversation about it, we can, or we cannot, actually, because I'm not over-explaining anymore. I said what I said, and I'm very vocal, and I know how to communicate effectively. I'm going to listen to you, and I need you to do the same thing for me. And if you listen, you'll understand where I am instead of trying to take everything personal. This ain't got nothing to do with you. My walk ain't got nothing to do with your walk. My journey ain't got nothing to do with your journey. What I eat don't make you use the bathroom. And what you eat don't make me use the bathroom. So I can't say how you should be, and you can't say how I should be. Where I am in my life is where I'm supposed to be. Where you are in your life is where you're supposed to be. If you want something different, do something different. At the end of the day. If you don't, stay where you are. It is what it is. I choose life. So with me choosing life, that means that I got to go within, and I got to get all those things out that do no longer serve me in order for me to move forward and get whatever God has for me, and to figure out what my purpose is and to walk in it. Like, seriously, it literally is self-reflection and giving myself grace and permission to be the way that I am without feeling bad for it, because nobody else feel bad. And let me not. It doesn't matter if they feel bad or not. I have to worry about what Tanika feels and how I am going to handle things moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't tit for tat. It's just, y'all, this is where I'm at. My hustle is protecting Tanika. Not even protecting Tanika. My hustle is protecting my peace. My hustle is digging deep within myself to figure out me, because I've got lost so many times and being everything else. And it's like, who the heck is Tanika? Like, what does she got going on? So that's what my journey has been this whole time, like, literally. And I can see the change within myself, and it feel good. Sometimes I'd be like, girl, is this really you? I'd be amazed by how God has really transformed my life, and I'm just grateful. And so I encourage y'all to do some self-reflection, because I'm telling you, it'll take you to a whole nother level. And you may not realize it at first, but I'm telling you, you'll start to realize it if you keep on putting in the work. It says faith without works is dead, right? So you can have faith in God, but you also got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be like, I'll trust you, God, I trust you, God, I trust you, I trust you, and you ain't doing nothing to improve your situation or change it. You got to do what you're supposed to do too. God said, I'll meet you where you at, and I'll drive, but you got to be willing to ride and willing to do what you need to do to really get to where you need to go. And yeah, I know y'all heard that door close. The air came on. They be doing that. Sometimes I be terrified at night. Anyway, we ain't on that. So like I said, God will take the wheel. You just got to ride, and you got to be willing to hear him and listen to what he's saying and do what he's telling you to do. And that's it. I mean, it's easier said than done. It's tough. However, it is so worth it. It's so worth it for your peace, for your sanity, like for your spirit, y'all. It's so enlightening. My vision, everything is so. Anyway, that's for an actual episode. But like I was saying, I'm not angry and I'm not switching up. I'm not doing any of the things. I'm just focusing on Tanika. So if you feel like I'm angry, you feel like I'm switching up, you feel like all the things, okay, oh well. I'll take it. Say what you want to say, just like rumors. Say whatever you want to say. Like she said in the video, I'll be the villain, but you the clown. Y'all, that was my favorite part of the video, okay? She said, you're the clown, I'm the villain, you're the clown. The biggest clown in the circus, okay? But the thing is, I ain't gonna call other people clowns, but if you still doing the same thing after I'm showing you who I am and I'm vocalizing it and I'm telling you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you thinking the same thing, you are the clown. And you're welcome. Yes, I told you that. So, another thing, yes, y'all know how I am. I be writing stuff down, but I be needing to figure it out, stay on topic. But I was just saying, like, I'm not hiding my feelings to make other people happy no more. I'm not hiding or dumbing myself down for somebody else's pleasure or personal gain. Yeah, I keep fixing my glasses because they feel like they. So listen, I used to be bigger, right? I ain't saying I'm skinny now, but I was bigger than this. So my face was fatter, and now my glasses is they be getting a little lopsided sometimes. So they look lopsided. Yeah, mind your business, okay? I'm letting you in my personal life, my personal business. So y'all mind y'all, okay? Well, I guess it's on keep the comments to yourself. Send it to a group chat and be like, girl, did you see her glasses? Don't put it under my comments, okay? Because I don't save it. Share it. Send it to your friend like, and that's fine. But don't put it under. Don't come for me unless I send for you, okay? Let's get back on topic. No, for real, I'm just like, okay. And I put down, so let's talk about how people call you crazy, aggressive, or bitter the moment you stop catering to their comfort and start choosing your peace. Have you had that happen? Like you angry, you bitter, you all of these things because you standing up for yourself and you choosing peace. I choose not to be around at this point. It's not because of anybody else, but it's because of where I am and where God is taking me and what journey I am on. And I have to be separated because I have to make sure that I am in alignment. I have to make sure that I hear God clearly. I have to make sure that I'm strengthening all of the things that he put in me before I am back into the world and not the world like that, but the world that he puts me in, the people that he connects me to. I have to be willing to deal and have the ability to deal with all kinds of people. So, don't take this personal. Stop taking stuff so personal. Told y'all that before. Everybody take things so personal. It's not that serious. If you haven't done something to somebody else, why do you feel like stuff be about you? All the time. Why? If you haven't done anything, what makes you think a person not talking or a person just chill, quiet, they silence is about you? A person can't be silent. They may have their own things going on. Stop taking it so personal. If you don't hear from a person, how about you tap in and be like, hey, you cool? You doing all right? Even if you don't even, it's just a thing. I ain't heard from you. You good? Tap in with your people. Check on your people. Don't just automatically, I ain't messing with her. I ain't messing with him. He ain't call me now. No. See if they okay. This journey is not easy. It's hard. It's hard when you're trying to figure you out. Not saying everybody is on the same one, but I'm just saying journeys are not all pleasant. Journeys are not all easy. They are tough. They are tough. And sometimes you just do need that little check-in, like, all right, people do still care. I'm over here struggling, you know what I'm saying? And when you send that message, you may hear, like, hey, finally, I needed you. I needed somebody to call me, you know what I'm saying? So stop taking stuff so personal. So again, this vibe check is for anyone who's tired of being misunderstood just because they finally started to tell themselves the truth and be honest with the world about their truth, which is, I'm not people pleasing. I used to be a people pleaser. I'm done with that. I'm not here for your entertainment. I'm done with that. I used to walk in a room and feel like I had to make people laugh all the time because I'm a funny person. Yes, I am. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I like to smile and all the things. However, I also like to be silent. I also like to be chill. I also like to laugh at other people sometimes. I don't want to always come and have to entertain. I don't want to always come and have to host. I don't want every single time I come, I don't want you to be looking for me to make you laugh. I just want to chill. You have them glasses again. I'm going to just hold them like this. I just be wanting to chill sometimes. Like, especially now, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I'm sober, right? And so when I go into spaces, I be like, what in the world? I do my best to, okay, you gonna have fun today, it's gonna be great. But sometimes it's just like, what am I doing here? Because I'm not in the same spaces of the people, because people go out and be faded, I think. I don't know about everybody, but I know majority. When I used to go out, I used to be faded. Homie, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be faded. But thank God for deliverance. But I was forced. However, it was for a good reason. I thank God for that. Anyway, another topic, another day. We ain't doing that. So, a question that I had wrote down to ask everybody was, have you ever been labeled a bad guy just because you stopped people pleasing? Or because you stopped being people's entertainment? Or because you backed up from the world for just a second to, or not even a second, for however long, to focus on you and what you need? Like, have y'all ever had to deal with that, or is it just me? I know it ain't just me. Don't y'all get on here and be lying. The real hustle today is not lying and being truthful with yourself. Okay? So moving forward, that's what we doing. So if you got to be the villain in anybody's story, accept that, especially if you growing and changing and you trying to do something different. Don't let nobody try to define you based off your past. Don't let nobody try to define you based off your silence. Don't let nobody try to define you based off of nothing. Show people who you are. Or in due time, show people who you are. Show people who God created you to be. For the people who don't believe in God, show people who the universe or whatever. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, because what you do is what you do. I love God, okay? So just show people the world, and not saying boast or brag about it, but just, if you are really in a space where you are on a journey and you are moving different, move different. People who agree. People who don't, who cares? It ain't for them, it's for you. I'm telling you, this journey is so worth it. It is so tough, but it is so worth it. So today's vibe check is about, be the bad guy, be the villain, but be you and be true to yourself and dig deep and make sure that you are always cool. You first, because you cannot be anything for anybody else if you are not okay. So check in with yourself. That's what these vibe checks are. These vibe checks are about, are checking in with you. Like, once I get to talking, even if you can't resonate with what I'm saying, just go and see, like, how do I feel mentally, emotionally, spiritually? What am I feeling like? You know what I'm saying? Write it down or just process out loud. Because sometimes we don't realize that we're struggling until we actually take a second, take a break and be like, dang, I do feel like this today. So that was today's vibe check. But before we close, I am a book author, guys. I have written 4 books. I'll be counting 5 because one of them is in Spanish. So I'm going to introduce these books. My very first book, Paid into Purpose, Battling Grief Through the Eyes of Her. That's my name down there, Tanika Judy. Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, in there. What they say? I told y'all, I'd be cracking myself up. Second book, this is part 2 to this book. This is Paid into Purpose, part 2. And this, I forgot, Facing Reality While Rebuilding This Thing Called Life. Yes, I've been having these books for a while, so you can see a little Mind your business. So just mind your business. Barnes and Nobles and also Amazon. Then I got this one. This is another one. Don't judge me, I'm just being honest. So here in this, let me go back. These books are about, I lost my fiance, what that was like, and then it stops. And then this one is saying what I went through and how, and where I ended up, like how I ended up feeling, what happened when I went to a psych place. Y'all listen, it's a lot. You want to read these. You want to read these for sure. You want to read all of them, but you really want to read these. Actually, I'm going to republish these books. But if you want to jump in now and see little mistakes, because there's some in there, judge yourself. Go ahead, because they good. Good enough to read. This one, don't judge me, I'm just being honest. Guy used to wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, day in there every single day. And I just started getting up writing. And it turned into a book in like a week. Literally. This book is just telling my story, like how I be feeling. Like I be rambling a lot sometimes. And this book is that, and it also gives you more intel about things that I don't really like to talk about, like experiences I've had, love, and how I didn't really know how to love my kids and different stuff like that. And I would read the back of this to y'all, but I don't want to be making this thing too long. There's some funny parts in here too, but this one is on Amazon as well. I think it Barnes and Nobles. I'm not for sure. I gotta check, but it's also on Audible. Now you can listen on Audible. That's fine. However, it was not my voice. It was another person's voice, and she was super monotone. Not the way that I would really like it to be read. So I would prefer you just to actually get the book and read it until I am able to do it over in my own voice. Because, I'm with all the theatrics. I love to, all the things. And finally, dun, 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 Letters from Me to You, Change Your Perspective, Change Your Outcome. This book was written by me and a co-author, my son, Arterion Judy. So this book is based off of our conversations. He's in jail right now, but this is based off our conversations, some letters that I wrote to him, as well as letters that I wrote to inspire other parents, as well as other people who may be incarcerated. And anybody, actually, you don't have to be in there. This is just about when you look at things, instead of looking at them and seeing like a can, you see a can is dented. You probably have passed that thing up because you think the inside of it is bad. However, that dented can have the best vegetables or whatever in it. And instead of passing things by, don't just judge it by what you see with the eye. So let me give you a brief description. I know you've seen stuff like this before. So what's the first thing you see? Do you see a face or do you see a person? So basically, it's perspective. It's, that's what that is. So basically, this book is about changing your perspective on different things in life, even people in prison. Like, yeah, this could be a horrible time. You may not get out. You may have an out date. Who knows? However, just know that it's the way that you look at things, because our perspective is our reality. So we have to make sure that what we see is what is real for us. You know what I'm saying? And also, I talked about chess and how chess pertains to life. The game chess, like, life is really a chess game. You got to make sure that you're moving strategically, not over analyzing the things, which I do too much. I'm just saying, read the book. Read the book. This is my son on here, y'all. This is the back of him. And then on the back, he on here too. He on there too, but you can't see him that good. Let me see. This him too, y'all. That's mama's man. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to this week's Vibe Check. Okay, it's a little bit longer than the last one. I did good. But thank y'all for tuning in to This is the Real Hustle Podcast, the Vibe Check. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things. I pray that this helps you. I pray that every episode resonates with somebody. And if not, drop a comment. Let me know what you want to talk about. I done been through some stuff, y'all. We can talk. Or let me know if you want to come and we can have a conversation together. So I will see y'all next week for a full episode of This is the Real Hustle Podcast. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Bye. That's it for today's episode of This is the Real Hustle. If something hit your heart, share it, tag a friend, or just sit with it. Remember, this hustle is not about performing, it's about becoming. Life is hard, but you don't have to do it alone. You can follow the show
at The Real Hustle Pod. DM me and tell me what your this is. I see you, I'm praying for you, and we're walking this thing out together, one conversation at a time.